Hey everyone, iamxeracon here. I am a bit concerned with Nintendo. Now I really am hoping that, things aren't going to be as bad as, they could possibly be, but I'm still a bit but maybe things aren't as bad as they would appear to be, or as how some people would have them be or seem to be, but maybe they are. But so I think that there are some things that should be addressed, and that Nintendo should think about, because I really love Nintendo. I sort of like feel like I'm like a parent for a child, and so I don't want them to do certain things. So I'm trying to correct them, and make sure that if there are problems, that they're resolved and stuff. Uh, so the first thing I guess you could say is the third party supports. There are there are devs who are saying that they'll support the Switch and that they'll make games for the Switch, and I guess you could say ports and things. But we've heard this before with the Wii U. Um, so maybe we'll get some stuff, maybe we won't get some stuff. Look at Square Enix. They are sort of like supporting the Switch, and they brought over Dragon Quest Heroes 1 and 2, but they gave us a lazy port. Yes, it is lazy port. It's not a representation of what the Switch can actually do. It's just a rush lazy port. We've seen this before with other things like Batman Arkham Knight on the PC. Um, what other? There are other games that have been rushed, that have been ported over. Um, Crap, now I can't even think about any. But this isn't the only time that we've received like rush ports for certain things, and you know I really hope that we could actually get these games to come over. Like I guess you could say, for people who wanted Mass Effect Andromeda, you can take that on the go. Um, I'm really hoping Skyrim is the special edition and not like the original version, because that would, I guess, would have a more appeal to a wider audience than just having the vanilla Skyrim. I'm hoping that other games get port over. If there is a Batman game, Arkham game, that that could be coming. I'm hoping we get that. I'm hoping that Square Enix, funds Near Automata for the Switch, because Platinum said that they will make the game for the Switch. They just need Square Enix to um, fund them. And also with Western devs, I mean, Japanese developers are pretty much good and are trying to keep their word. In fact, Square Enix even today, not today, but yesterday, announced that they are going to, they definitely reaffirmed that they're going to support the Switch and try to, like, do what they can for the Switch. And in fact, they're even looking more at that Switch than the Xbox Scorpio. Um, so that's, a good sign. So maybe we could get Kingdom Hearts 3. Maybe we could even get, 1.5, 2.5, um, Final Fantasy VII Remake, and other games. I mean, that's just like to start out. And I mean, I know they have the Secret of Mana collection coming over to Switch. Hopefully it can come over to the US as well. I know that we like can't remember the company who's like doing the same, like talk to Square Enix. They will. They would be the ones who we would need to talk to in order to get Secret of Mana collection brought over to the U.S. So let's talk to them about that. Also, I Am Setsuna, they made that, and they ported over to the Switch, and then also they're making Project Octopath and bring that to the Switch. So Square Enix so far is like trying to stay true to their word. I'm hoping that this continues. Also, that other developers, especially Western developers, stick true to their word. But only time will tell. Hopefully, we'll actually see something at E3. That would be great for everyone to see. To figure out. There are more games coming. It's not just going to be Nintendo games and maybe some third-party support. So that's something that they actually need to do. Um, and also, speaking of like developers and stuff, Warner Brothers and Warner Brothers games and the Lego City cartridge ordeal. There was someone on Reddit who posted the thing saying like, "Hey, even though you buy a physical copy of Lego City Undercover, you're still going to download 13 gigs of information as an update." And that's just like, that really left a sour taste in the mouths of fans, mine included. Of course, then WB Games later came and said, "Hey, that's not true." Although, why is it posted on your box? Because this is, I think was a review copy. So why would you post that on your box if it's not true? I mean, of course, it came out like figured out like it's not true. Like the actual download thing is like what, under a gigabyte. So that's definitely way better. But at the same time, why would you try to scare us? You've probably scared some people from actually buying a Switch, and I'm hoping that this is something that doesn't happen again in the future, because that will really distance people from the Switch, and Nintendo needs to like step in and say, hey, this is not cool. Don't do this. So yeah. Also, the higher prices for their games. So, uh, Lego City Undercover is $60 game. A $60 game. When it came out on the Wii U, it was $50. In fact, when you buy the Nintendo Select version, it's only $20. Why? It's just a port. I mean, you have a graphic feature, and then you have like the two-player multiplayer. But why is it more expensive? And then also with other games like Rhyme, it's $10 more. I think Puyo Puyo Tetris, I think, is $10 more. I think um, other games, I think, they're more expensive. Now, I'm not sure, but these were other games I had noted. Minecraft is, I think, $10 more. Um, Maybe I think Stardew Valley isn't even like available for Switch to be pre-ordered, so that's not it. But I think there are some other games that were more costly than like say the PS4 and Xbox One version, and Nintendo needs to say something about this. Saying, hey, why are you doing this? If is it like a tax reason because we're using cartridges. Um, Nintendo needs to like step up and either stop the companies from charging this much, or they need to which I've heard a lot of people like say like come in and you know take the take that bullet and take that $10 themselves, pay for that I guess surplus fee for like getting it ported over to the cartridges. But they really need to do something so that way people will actually buy the games, because no normal person is going to want to pay $10 more for a game that they could get cheaper on another console. Now, personally, I am pretty much stuck with that. I would be stuck with that because I can really only get one console, and the console I'm really leaning towards to is a Switch. So I would sort of like be forced to get it or not get the games at all. And but other than that, you're really just either just by ignoring this, they're allowing this to continue. But they really just need to step in and either stop this from continuing or just pay for that extra $10, because otherwise that's gonna be like a big problem. Now other stuff is mostly like hardware stuff, like with the switches being like scratched and stuff, and the Joy-Cons being hard to remove, and then also, with like I think with the Neon controllers, like not being able to sync. I know they've fixed the Neon the controller issue. I know that they've got that sorted out. The scratches, maybe it's something that's happened with people being careless. Um, I mean, I was gonna be getting a screen protector for it anyway, but especially with this, I would definitely get one. But who knows if it's just like a person who's actually using it, or a person, or maybe it's actually something that's happening with the dock. But either way, they need to do something about this. If it is an actual thing, now, like I said, it could just be careless people being careless, because nowadays people are so careless that they will even get their like game discs scratched up, and I'm just thinking, why are you leaving your disc out of the case? Put the game back in the case, and then they wonder why the games don't work and stuff. But it's because you're leaving your stuff out. You're a careless owner, so maybe that's like the real reason for this. But if it is an actual problem, if it's like that's if the tablet's too close and like scratches the screen, then they would need to get that taken care of. And then also something which is new, which I'm really hoping this is something that is false, or but this is just something that's like people have been talking about, are reports of warped tablets. Like they're sort of like been bending and stuff, and uh, people are saying it's because like they've been playing it in the dock for so long, and it's overheating and stuff, and it's actually melting and bending and stuff. And I'm really hoping that this is like doctored stuff, or maybe the person is like again, maybe mishandling it. Maybe like they had it, maybe they had like out and they like bent it, like when something like maybe they like had it in, like a bag or something, and it was like brushing up against something, and like maybe I'm hoping it's like something like that, but from what it appears to be, it's not. And so if it is, if the tablets are getting so hot that they can actually bend, then that's a problem that they need to like correct right away, because they can't have this negative publicity on them this close to a launch. Now, yes, all consoles have issues at launches. All devices have issues at launch. You know, what with Apple, and other Android devices, and other game consoles and stuff. Red Ring of Death. I don't know the name of the PlayStation problems, but the PlayStation had some problems with it. The console, so this is no exception that there's gonna be problems, but they need to get on it, because the media has, like, as soon as Nintendo does something wrong, people will jump on it like that. But say another company does something, the media won't be as quick to judge them, like with the Atlas, and like streaming Persona 5, like getting strikes and stuff. Nintendo says something like that, people will automatically be quick to like criticize Nintendo. But with Atlas, people are being either like there are minor complaints, people are slower to judge it, or they just ignore it altogether. But that's how it is. So Nintendo needs to like get themselves set where they won't have any problems at all. And also, this is a problem that I think needs to be addressed. Like, is the possibility of games for the future. E3. That is where they will. This could make or break them. It's the moment of everyone's been waiting for. It's gonna be bigger than last year, because hey, they only had Breath of the Wild, but this year they have their new console. They need to sell it for everyone. And so in order to do that, they need to make sure that they have games, not only like the games which we already know about, but games which we don't know about. So like Metroid, some other third-party games. They need to be on it, and they need to just make sure that they have a great E3. I know that they bought a lot of space. for the floor plans, but they really just need to be on top of their game this year, because this could, in a way, sort of like be the decisive battle, and this console, in a way, will determine their fate. So they really need to like make this the best that they can. And that's about it. Let me know what you think about the Switch and Nintendo and the problems that have occurred and stuff. If you haven't bought a Switch, will that deter you from getting one? Do you think these problems will be remedied? Do you think there are other concerns that I didn't mention? Um, and stuff like that. And also, there are also 2 other videos that I'm actually posting today, so check those out if when you can. And that's it. So until next time, I am iamxeracon, signing off. Have a good one.